What up? It is Bones, and in this one, let's do a McFarlane DC Multiverse update. Now, I've been receiving a lot of packages that I need to get open so I could continue doing reviews and stuff. A lot of figures I want to get into and open up for the first time. I've got some stuff from Best Buy, from GameStop, also from Walmart, and I did pick up a couple of extra loose figures that I needed for my DC Universe Classics collection. So let's get into it. First up, let's start with McFarlane News. Now, starting off, they have begun pre-orders on the Bane Wave. You could have pre-ordered these at Target.com. I personally got mine at GameStop, so it doesn't make a difference. I'll end up picking them up at different spots. Now, this wave is from The Last Night on Earth, and it is a futuristic tale where Batman roams around with a Joker head inside of like a lantern, and you will be receiving Mohawk Wonder Woman, Omega, Scarecrow, and of course Batman. And this will build a figure of Bane. Now, a lot of people haven't been happy with the Bane figure. There's like slightly different things like the skin tone and the size of the head, but basically I take it as this is from the actual comic story. A lot of these figures that have been coming out are from actual comic stories, so the rendition of the figures are more based on the comic images. So it's not a big deal. This is not a classic Bane. It is a Bane from The Last Night on Earth. So live with it. Now, as I always say, McFarlane, he makes some good decisions. He makes some bad decisions. Usually about 80-85% of the time, I'm down with what he's putting out. But I'll always accept whatever it is that we get. They have made a couple of adjustments on the figures. They're really like getting into stride with their sculpting and their painting and all that. So I've been a really happy collector as of recently. And now they have just released images from the Darkfather wave, which is from the Dark Knight's Heavy Metal series. Now, this is the same thing. You're getting renditions of these characters that are from a comic series, so you have to accept it for what it is. I mean, they look pretty good to me. Even though the Batman is already going to be released, it's the one that goes with the Bat Cycle, but he's going to now get released with like a guitar accessory. You'll have another Wonder Woman, but this one looks pretty badass. You have Superman Heavy Metal, which is like an awesome figure. I can't believe we're actually going to get a figure from this character. He looks awesome. The head sculpt looks pretty sick. So I can't wait to get my hands on this one. And you also have Robin King, which is another one that I'm really anticipating. I think he's actually Bruce Wayne, and he was a Robin Crow, and then he worked his way up to being a Robin King. So he's pretty cool. We'll look up more stuff on him as we roll into it. But all these figures look awesome. You end up building a figure of Darkfather, which of course is a take on Darkseid and Batman. He's gonna be a Build-A-Figure, so he's gonna be pretty massive. Cool. I mean, these are figures we've never that have never been released. So I mean, it's awesome. The shelf is gonna be awesome. As it is, the shelf is already looking pretty awesome with the Dark Knight medals, and now we're gonna get all these figures. It's gonna be awesome. There's a lot of figures that are still to come. You have the Red Sun Superman. You have the Red Hood. You have Thomas Wayne, Flashpoint Batman. I mean, there's so many figures I'm waiting for. The gold label Batman from designed by McFarlane. There's just a lot, so much stuff, and we gotta take it all in and get it as it comes, because there could be a time when there's not a lot of releases going on. But right now, we're in like the golden times of McFarlane's DC Multiverse, and it is awesome. Now let's go ahead and get into the stuff I picked up. Really anticipating opening some of this stuff, so I've had it for pretty much a week or two, a lot of this stuff, so let's get into it. Now first, this guy's getting pretty hard to pick up. You will not find him anymore on Walmart.com, Target.com, GameStop, Best Buy. He's no longer there. You do have to pick this guy up either in the wild or on the secondary market, going for a lot of money. I ended up getting this one at a pretty good price because the package is damaged. But this Devastator, I already have one on my McFarlane wall. I already have one on my shelf, but I did want one to do some customizing on. Since I am going ahead and doing, I did the Grim Knight, Dawnbreaker. I'm working on my Murder Machine custom figure, so I just went ahead and went all out, and I'm going to do some customizing to this guy. Now there is one image that made me decide this, because at first I wasn't going to customize this guy, but I noticed that in the promo pics, like there's a little bit more red around like his eyes, and also the tongue is painted. And I've seen that I could add like a little bit more accents to like the fingernails and stuff. So that's the customizing I'm going to be doing for this figure. Now I did pick him up for $24, which really isn't that bad off of retail. So because the package was damaged, so I'm really happy about that. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. I think I got this from... No, you know where I got this from? I got this from Best Buy. Now the first thing is the Flash Rebirth. Now I did already have this figure opened for my shelf, and I did a review on him, but this is gonna go on my DC Multiverse McFarlane wall, where I have all the figures unopened and mint in package. So pretty happy about that. And the other one I picked up was Azrael Armored from the White Knight series. This is another one that I already own, but I have yet to do a review on. So now once I look at these two figures that I have and pick the one I'm going to open, I'll do a review, and then the other one will be going up on the McFarlane wall. So pretty happy to get that. Those were retail, so they were $19.99 each, so that wasn't too bad. Now this one I actually got from eBay. I think out of California. Somebody sent it to me. Now I did buy this pretty cheap considering what they're asking for it online. I think it was like $43. Oh. Now, this is another one that I already actually have opened up and I did a review on, and that is the 2-pack of Flash and the Red Death. But the reason I ordered another one is because this one will be staying sealed and be going to my McFarlane wall. So I just need it for the collection. I'm just sick like that.
God, you're sick.
So I have this one to not open, but to put it in my unopened collection. Actually pretty happy to get this one. That's pretty sweet. I did get this at Best Buy. Now I did get these from Best Buy. It's gonna be two Batman Who Laughs with the Tyrant wings. Of course, like I said, one will be for my McFarlane shelf, and one will be to open and to build the Merciless Build-A-Figure. And okay, and this one will be to open, review, and build the Merciless figure. It's pretty cool. So now officially I did buy three of these, and the reason being that I'm gonna actually use one to do some customizing I want to do. And I also picked up two more Infected Superman. Same thing. One of these figures will be going to my unopened collection, and the other one will be opened up to build the Merciless and some customizing. So and the last ones are two Dark Knight Metal's Batman in the Rebirth costume, and this is this is the same thing. One will be going to my unopened collection, and one will be for reviewing and building the Merciless, and I also have one more to do some customizing. I think this one, I've been seeing that they added like blood to the cuts on his suit and to his mouth, and I'll probably add some other things that I think of myself, but I am going to be customizing these figures. Now, I also got this one as well from Best Buy. And this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 Robin Crows. Now, of course, everybody should know that the reason I did this is because there are 3 different heads of the Robin Crow figure. And I do want an unopened mint tin box, one of each of the Robin Crow heads, and then I need 3 to open. And that's pretty much it. These I'm not going to customize because there's not really a lot of customization. I think if I do, I might get one and try and change the head a little bit. Maybe the one that has like one squinting eye and one open eye, and I'll try and make them both open eyes just to differentiate him from the rest. And maybe that way I could have the 4 Robin Crows that are usually depicted in the comics. 3 of these are going to my unopened collection. And then 3 of these will be opening to review and to display. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Pretty happy with that. Now another thing is that right now online, those Robin Crows are starting to like really go up in price really fast. So if you could get them on retail price and you do want the 3 heads, if I was you, I would go ahead and jump on them and order them before they're like 50, $60 each, and you don't want to pay that just for one of them. So when you could really get three for the same price. So now this one is from Walmart, but it's from like one of the sites on Walmart.com. So I'm not exactly sure who it is. And that is going to be 2 Deathstrokes from the Arkham. From Arkham Origins, and then 2 Batmans from Arkham Knight. Now I'm not gonna go too crazy on these. I'm just gonna have 2. I'm just gonna have one for my wall, and one to open and review. I've actually never had one of these in my hands, so this is pretty cool. Finally get a good look at them. Now I have been seeing that a lot of people were not happy with the paint on this one. There's a lot of details that you could add. There's some mispaint that they did that you could fix. So I probably will be ordering one more of these to customize, but not another one of these Batmans, just one of these. But really want to get into that Deathstroke, but I need to do the whole Merciless wave, so it's going to be a while before I even get to those Deathstrokes. And of course you have the Batman Arkham Knight. This one I don't really have any plans to customize, so I'm just going to have one for my collection wall, and then one to open and review and put up on the shelf. So, he looks really good and a lot better than the first Arkham Asylum one. So be happy to get this guy open and get him up on the shelf, and also to do a review of him. So now we finally made it to the loose figures that I picked up. And that is going to be... Now, I actually do own this figure, which is the Blue Beetle from the DC Universe Classics. Now, the only thing is that the one I own, the ab crunch is really messed up, so he just like flops back and forth. I think I picked him up really cheap for like $10 or something. And this guy as well, I got him for like $14. But I never actually had this accessory, which like goes on his wrist. And I've always wanted to pick up another one just to actually have the accessory. Here's his wings. Now, of course, this Blue Beetle interpretation is Jaime Reyes, and he is actually, in the comics, he's actually from here, from where I'm from El Paso, Texas. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, I always wanted to pick one up to fix the issue that I have with the one that I have, and to actually have the accessory I always wanted to do. So pretty cool. Actually, this figure is one of the... There's very rare DC Classics that had double jointed elbows and double jointed knees, and this guy actually does have that. So this guy's actually pretty pristine. He's in pretty good condition. So gonna be happy. This guy's actually gonna be going up here on my DC Classics complete loose collection. All the waves. I have all the waves from 1 through 20. And that's where this guy's gonna go. So pretty happy about that. And then, like I said before, on one of my other updates, I need to fill in my Green Lantern series, which was the series they made around the time that the Green Lantern movie came out. There's some other figures that I still need to pick up, like Mongol with the ring, and just a lot of Red Lantern figures that I don't have, that Scarallax or whatever. I'm also going to be looking to pick up Atrocitus, but I did not have this one. Sapphire, but I did not have her. I wanted to pick her up. I actually got her for pretty cheap. I think maybe like $14. So I just have to have all the whole collection loose. So actually, she will be going up here next to the other lantern figures. I'll put a clip of that here, and that's where she's gonna stay. So pretty happy to pick her up. I saw a lot of different prices, so I was really happy to get her for pretty cheap. That is a Star Sapphire from the Green Lantern series from DC Universe Classics. So anyways, guys, that's it for this update. I just wanted to get this out of the way so I could open up all these figures. I really want to get into that Deathstroke and the Batman Arkham Knight. And I still got to do the whole Merciless wave, so I'll be working on that. I hope everybody's staying safe out there. Keep collecting. Keep hunting for figures. I'll see you on the next one.